Hi, I'm Kimberly Calderbank for Community Cultures. Today we are at Branch 60, the Burlington Legion, learning about just how important the Legion is to our community and what the community means to the Legion. We're standing in a very special room and it is full of memorabilia for the Legion. Can you just, not without moving, just spin around and show us a couple things of importance here in the room?
Well, everything in here is an artifact.
Yes.
Everything in here has a story. We don't have enough time today to go through them all. But for example, behind me there would be 2 dolls in a cabinet. And those dolls have a wonderful story about 2 majors, 1 woman, 1 man, 1 Australian, 1 Canadian, who met in London during the Blitz and adopted 2 children during the Blitz because they couldn't have children of their own, and it goes on to with Roosevelt, Japanese hitting Pearl Harbor, and various other things.
The Poppy funds, at the end of the day, they're supporting local. Where are those funds going?
Well, first of all, local veterans, their families, bursaries of veterans, their children or grandchildren are supported, help them get an education. Then there's hospitals, veterans in nursing homes, that sort of thing, to help them have a more comfortable thing. But the community at large, the cadets, which are a big thing to help the young people get discipline and self-worth so that they're not in gangs and getting into trouble. Wish I had done that because it might have made me a better person.
There you go.
Definitely. Hospitals, like I say, equipment. We were involved last year with Jervinsky and Hamilton, which support is part of the Greater Burlington thing, and through a donation, small, we were helped them acquire a new piece of technology for brain tumors, so that instead of people having to go through a big lot of trauma of head shaving and that sort of thing, they walk in, they lay down, the machine does its thing, they get up, they go home, and for when you got an 8 or 9-year-old child, as they explained, what a wonderful thing.
We spoke about the Poppy program, we spoke about the Remembrance Service, things like that. I know the cadets are involved. How do they help with the Poppy program and all of the planning and logistics that go into that wonderful program we have in our community?
For sure, there's a couple things that they do. The cadets are obviously involved in going out and soliciting donations from the community for the Poppy Fund that support veterans and their dependents. And every year they go out for 1 full weekend, 3 shifts, and from all 3 units, and they go out and into the community, soliciting those donations and making that outreach and that connection between veterans and the cadets and youth, and bringing those donations in. And the second thing they do is the Remembrance Day Vigil that happens the night before Remembrance Day, where the cadets started with 715 Mohawk Air Cadet Squadron many years ago, almost 30 years ago now actually. And the cadets go out from 5 p.m. until the very next morning when the service starts, and they form a guard of honor around the Cenotaph Monument and pay their respects and show that the community doesn't forget and that the youth of Burlington doesn't forget those sacrifices by those that came before.
Joining me now is a cadet with the program, Warrant Officer 2nd Class Subilo. I got that right, didn't I? Yes, excellent. So what is the cadet program and how are you a part of it?
Well, the cadet program is a program geared to teenagers from 12 to 18 where you can be part of your community and sort of kind of get a head start and an interest in the Canadian Armed Forces. So I'm an air cadet, so I'm more interested in the Air Force here in Canada.
So let's start with the type of cadet you are. You are an air cadet. So what does that mean from the cadet program perspective?
So we are more Air Force based, so we learn, instead of like we learn on the ground, we learn how airplanes work. We learn how the aerodynamics, the physics, everything behind that. We learn about leadership, how to be a leader and a team member in anything. We take skills that we learn from outside, we bring them in the classroom, and we learn from here and we bring them outside. We mostly do learn. We are more an indoor-based kind of squadron, so we kind of do learn more about airplanes. We do have FTXs outside in the spring and in the fall, so we do kind of do those activities outside with other squadrons as well.
The Legion has become a community gathering space. There's events on the regular basis. There's always something going on here and something to do. Can you talk a little bit about what you would see if you were to walk into the Legion on a regular basis?
Oh, well, certainly. We're open literally 6 days a week right now. We have We welcome the general public here. We have pool tables, and we have a very active pool league here. We have karaoke on Thursday night, and everyone is welcome to that. Plus, we have a dinner prior to karaoke if you want to indulge in that. Friday nights, we have fish and chips and live entertainment, followed Saturday night by live entertainment and dancing. And again, we welcome the general public to come to that.
When you say general public, we talk about members, and being a member is important, but general public is just anybody, not necessarily a member as well.
Well, that's correct. When the Legion started, certainly you had to have a military background. Then we allowed people in that were family of veterans, and that still exists. And then, of course, now you can come in essentially as a member without having your military background. Again, it's necessary to keep the movement, keep the fact that the Legion's dedicated to the welfare of veterans. That's what we're dedicated to. And we continue that dedication, and we want people to see that, but to come and enjoy it as a community event, as a center of entertainment within the Burlington community.
The Legion really is a gathering place for everyone in the community, and they welcome all, whether you're a member, general public, just want to pop by. The Legion is open for you, and they're looking for volunteers and folks to get involved. And breaking news today, I myself have become a member of the Legion here in Burlington. For Community Cultures, I'm Kimberly Calderbank.